game. He's performing, and it's not showing any signs of nerves. He's really just 2v1. We're seeing 2v1s. We're seeing some crazy clutches, and that's what you need. At this level, you need to have those individual pop-offs, because without it, you can't make your way to the top of it.
And on screen right now, we've got Reet and Epic Whale. In case you didn't know, Epic Whale, a 6-time FNCS champion, paired up with Reet, who's on controller, representing controller gang. We have this duo has actually been pretty quiet, right? Over in NA West, we've seen it. You know, it's a much slower game overall and a slower meta. And now when we're trying to get way more aggressive, feels like Reet and Epic Whale maybe need to kick it up too, slow.
I mean, I'm wondering what's happening, because I was watching this duo practice, right? And they're prepping themselves, getting ready for this tournament. And in the sprint, right, in the practice matches, they were 3, 4, even 5 elims in the mid game before the late game even started. They were playing aggressive, and they were doing it right against the opponents they're competing against today. So I'm wondering what happened, but we'll have to see if they adapt today too.
That's right. Really quickly, hanging out in the player lounge, we've got Adam Savage standing by.
You have indeed here, Zeke, but I am joined by the one and only Cease, everybody! Cease, we've talked so much about you in the past. You know, it's great to see you here at the competition. How has it been for you? One of our backup players this weekend. How great has it been to be around the crowd, the players? How much have you enjoyed this?
It's been a pleasure, man. I mean, being here back at another international LAN event, it's amazing. I mean, everyone said it so far. You've heard it on repeat all day, but it's such a great experience and feeling to be here.
What's it been like, the vibe with the players as well? Obviously, you had a chance to kind of spend some time with them. The player lounge is right behind us as well. What's on the DL? What's been the kind of vibes amongst the players from your perspective?
Cold-blooded. Man, these guys are locked in, especially some of these EU players. Headphones on, listening to music. Yeah. They don't play around.
No, they are focused. What does this mean for the community as well? A competition like this, like FNCS Invitational, it seems it's been massively well received.
Dude, I mean, we've been waiting for this to happen. I mean, obviously COVID delayed things so much since World Cup, but it's such a great time to experience, like, see all the fans and see the whole community, the whole competitive scene all together in one area. It's awesome.
It's really awesome. And you're awesome too.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. One more time, give it up for Cease, everybody! What legend. Let's go back.
Cease, one of just the coolest people I think I've ever met. Got to hang out with him a couple times over Media Day. Legitimately one of the coolest people, so thankful that he could be here. I want to set the stage here for us. Once again, we take a look at the top 10 coming into this game. Now, please don't try to freak out. Your Brazilian team in 10th place. PhZin, Kitos right now sitting on a tiebreaker for Texters and Bevies.
Look, I want to talk about this duo, PhZin, Kitos. They have 25 FNCS Finals appearances. PhZin alone has 4 FNCS championships, and Kitos with 1 for a total of 5 together. This is the duo that dominates their region, and seeing them in top 10 internationally on the stage, it's really something you love to see.
Yeah, they're no slouches as well. I've been doing a little bit of voting, having a little look at how they play, and oh boy, are they aggressive. They're very, very confident in the way they go about things, and of course, in endgame as well, they're looking strong. What they often do is they rotate towards the front side of the first moving zone just to get ahead of all the other players, and that's why we're seeing them really making the most of their materials, right? They don't have to build, they don't have to make those tarps into the front side because they're already there. It just shows that there's different strategies that maybe we haven't seen too much of that are really on show today.
That's right. We saw him in 8th place there, Scented and Edgy. Once again, Edgy always hitting that 2nd place. Now, of course, 2nd place is still absolutely incredible, but he wants that 1st place, and he wants to do it on a stage like this.
Look, but if he's able to keep getting 2nd places, and it's able to get them that trophy, I think it's okay, right? As long as you're able to consistently get those points, make your way up the leaderboard, it's what you want to see.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, here in Raleigh, North Carolina, y'all need to make some noise because this is the last game here of the day. This is game number 6 of the FNCS Invitational. Let's run it one more time. Here we go. Game number 6 is just moments away, and we get to close out this crazy day 1.
Yeah, and you're already seeing from game number 1 all the way till here, it is action-packed, and that action continues to improve, and continues to get better each and every game that we watch.
That's right, and listen, Fortnite is at its best when we get to see everyone go head-to-head from all of our favorite regions, but listen up. there is only one more round in front of us, which means there's no time to lose out now if you want to be set up for day 2.
Yeah, and honestly, if you didn't necessarily have the best day, don't worry, because game number 6 is about to start. And if you are at the bottom half of that leaderboard, it's not always how you finish, or it's not always how you start, it's how you finish. And a lot of these teams, they can finish strong.
Well, listen up. Let's give it up one more time for Game 6 here for our players as we start to load onto this battle bus. Here we go.
Different bus path this time around, and a good chance for an off-spawn cloudy condos. 5 games we didn't see too much, or 4 games we didn't see too much, but in that 5th game, that's when we saw a lot of activity, and it helped a team like Balabuka and Merstash, who wasn't necessarily in the fight. They got the surge, and they got out right away.
That's right. Well, listen up as things start to get ready here, and we settle in. Looks like we're going to have to gear up this battle bus one more good time, and it wouldn't be a fun event if we didn't just give you a little bit more airtime about some of our favorite players while we were at it. So give us a moment here. Take a look at the focus of our players. Jacob, we have ourselves still one more game left today.
Yeah, and just take note, that victory royale there from Queasy was his 8th straight finals with a VR. That is impressive. That means Queasy and VRs go together in finals like peanut butter and jelly, spaghetti and meatballs. They are a duo, so you better watch out, Vino.
Not only that, Vino was talking about how NA East hasn't shown up. I was looking at that top 10. I saw 3 NA East teams on that top 10 leaderboard. But not only that, they are 3 contested NA East teams showing up. So there really has been some crazy performances and put-ups. But let's go to send on over to the analyst desk. Let's just continue to gear this thing.
Thank you guys so much. Sorry about that. We're making sure all of our players are on that battle bus and ready to go. We cannot miss anyone on this pivotal game here in game number 6, the last one on the day. Now, if you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the FNCS Invitational. You've missed a lot, but hey, we're happy you're here now, and there's a lot to talk about. Starting with Queasy and Vino, these guys have been absolutely running the EU region as of late. And now, after winning that last game, 11 eliminations, they are sitting pretty in first place.
I mean, they were the first duo to break the double-digit elim record at this tournament, right? Previously being 8 eliminations, but now 11 for this duo. I mean, they're playing very well.
Vino. Queasy and Vino, incredible. Well, let's talk about Vino, right?
Yes.
How good is this guy, right? We got 17 eliminations on the day today. That is the most of any individual player, and consistently, FNCS final after FNCS final, this guy is doing the most damage in the lobby. He is an incredible fragger. We can see it. 5,932 damage dealt. That's a lot of damage that he's outputting, and he's really helping. We saw it in that previous game. We saw the refreshes. He's helping them out so much, and when you have a high ground playstyle like they do, he's really putting on a shift.
Yeah, and we've watched a lot of the moments, right, where, again, it's like Vino just says, oh, Queasy, you need me to go eliminate a threat? Yeah, man, I'm down. Like, let me just hop down there, get a bunch of refreshes, and bring all the stuff back, and then we're ready to go again. But I think Vino has actually shown quite a bit of, he's evolved as a player, right? When Vino first hit the scene, he was just this like aggressive player. He's like, I want to W key every single person in my face. But now he understands, like, okay, this may not be the moment, but when that moment arrives, I promise you I will be knocking on your wall.
Look, not only having the strong mechanics, but also that strong mentality, it's what you need to be a top-tier professional player. But I want to see if any of these other duos are going to be able to contest the high ground as much as they have been doing, especially in day 2 with more time to adapt, right? We have duos like Alex and Bailey coming from OCE. I mean, at one point, I believe they had On Height in their name, right?
Yeah.
Because of how much they like going for the high ground. So I'd like to see some more teams up there going for the clouds and seeing what they can really do.
But we mentioned it, right? Vino, his progression of play, I think his overall play style has developed so much, but it's also, he's got so much of a smarter player, right? He used to have his name as Tundra IGL. So he's not necessarily taking on the IGL role in this duo, but he has the brain to take it on.
That's right, another duo sitting here in your top 10. It's Thomas HD and it's Tripper and Thomas HD. For those of you that have not followed the EU scene, if there is a sniper in the game...